Ian, 10 goals from the under-16s on Sunday and another win. They're flying high at the moment. You must be proud of them.
Yep, done really well. Very good game. Very pleased with the way they go about the business, and it's learning. It's total learning curve for them all the time. But in any league, if you score 10 goals, you've done well. And I said that to them after the game. There's loads of things we can keep improving on, but to put the ball in the back of the net was great. So a variety of goal scorers as well, but Nathan and Aaron, the strikers, getting 7 goals between them, I think is a good augurs well for the future anyway. But we'll just take it forward at that. We've got to realise that there'll be tougher games ahead, and credit to Queen of the South as well. They're a fairly newly formed team at 16s, so you can't take anything away from them. But we'll have tougher days, I'm sure, but every day's a learning day at the moment for them.
And you said the 7 goals between those two strikers, but 7 goals for Nathan McLean in his first 2 games. The impact he's made has been massive. How good is it to have a player like that in amongst the squad? It's
good. The boys are done really well. He's fitted in, as I said before in a previous interview, that he's fitted in like he's been there from the start, which is 3.5-4 months ago now when we began this process. But he's actually made young Aaron play better as well. He's always been good, but he's come into a game since Nathan is linked up with him. So the partnership in general has worked really well. And there's young players still to come through to challenge for places as well up front. But those two at the moment have cemented their place, and very pleased with Nathan joining the club and choosing us over a couple of other big clubs. And young Aaron as well, but the whole squad really starting to go well. And Shea's out ill, and he's been excellent for us too. So we'll welcome him back next week, and he won't be back for Elgin, but we'll welcome him back after that, and we'll look forward to seeing what Sunday brings against Elgin City.
And unfortunately, not as good a result for the under-18s, losing 4-0, but they did have 7 trialists in the team. Yeah. All just a kind of a learning process for them as well.
Well, I'll take responsibility for that. I mean, the setting up with one team's hard enough without setting up 2 teams. No excuses though. But the 18s have been left a little bit and suffered a little bit through recruitment. We struggled a bit with that. We looking at older boys. I kind of put a massive focus on boys that were sort of 15 years old type thing, thinking I can get a 2 or 3 year build with them and make them real good players for the football club. So it's my responsibility to put an 18s on the pitch that can compete, and the scoreline kind of flatters a little bit. It wasn't really a hammering, but a few mistakes and new players, and never played a game before, not even a friendly, straight into a experienced Queen of the South this time, not a new side, been together for 3 years. So yeah, it was disappointing in terms of the result, but performance wise there was a couple of little standouts that really caught my eye. I'll build that, I'll keep going with that. We'll recruit some players. It's a constant ongoing recruitment cycle. The focus has been really heavily on the 16s, and it's been, they've done really well in a short space of time. But hopefully Sunday they can compete against Elgin. That'll be another test for them. And it's a slow build with both teams really. And then really to touch on that, the recruitment of the 07s next will be my next big project. So we're heavily looking at starting that process in the next couple of weeks, getting the best sort of 14-year-olds that we can get joining the football club, and that'll be the next benchmark for them to go and catch up with the 06s.
And lastly, just any updates from behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes is a constant thing. I had 2 meetings today. I'm always looking and talking to people and trying to do things. So as everything gets finalised, I've got some new coaches hopefully coming in. We could talk about that in the coming weeks. You'll be the first to know, and the people that are interested in the club, which is the fans, will be first to know. But no, just an ongoing support for the board from Gary. The manager's always interested. He's always texting, asking about results. It's a big buy-in to what's happened here. I'm quite proud to be at the head of that and lead it and take it forward. But it's a whole group process of what we're trying to do at the football club at the moment. So on to Sunday, and hopefully we'll have some positive news on Sunday and we keep it going.
Right, thank you, Ian.
Pleasure, thanks.